The art of waiting your turn. A masterclass in standing around. Waiting your turn is the unsung cornerstone of civilization. Without it, society would crumble into chaos. And Starbucks would become a Mad Max dystopia, where we all duel for lattes. Yet, despite its importance, waiting your turn remains one of humanity's greatest challenges. Why? Because it's boring, and humans don't do boring well. But waiting is more than just standing in line. Oh no, it's a psychological battlefield, a test of endurance, and a stage where humanity's quirks are on full display. So let's unpack the ridiculousness of this noble struggle, and learn why it's both a spiritual journey and an unintentional comedy show. The mind games of waiting. Waiting isn't just about standing in line. It's a mental chess match against boredom. You stare at the menu, even though you've ordered the same thing for 3 years. You pull out your phone, pretending to read emails, but really just scrolling through Instagram pictures of cats and bow ties. No judgment here. Time slows to a crawl. You begin to wonder if you've always stood here, waiting, and the rest of your life is just a fever dream. Meanwhile, a toddler 3 spaces ahead has gone rogue, knocking over a display of gum. His parent whispers, "Not now, Declan," with the kind of exhaustion that could age a mountain. Declan is unmoved. His reign of terror continues. The cast of characters. A good line is like a Shakespearean play, full of characters performing their roles to varying degrees of grace and absurdity. The overly prepared. You know this one. They've been practicing their order in their head for the past 10 minutes. Tall skinny latte, 1 pump vanilla, extra hot, no foam. Tall skinny latte, 1 pump vanilla, extra hot, no foam. They're reciting it like it's the Pledge of Allegiance. Yet, when the barista asks what they want, they freeze. Just a regular coffee, I guess. The disappointment in their eyes is Shakespearean tragedy at its finest. The oblivious overstepper. The person who doesn't believe in lines. This is the flat earther of queue etiquette. They'll strut right to the front, phone in hand, and pretend not to notice the 37 glares piercing their soul. When someone finally calls them out, they act shocked. Oh, was there a line? I didn't see it. Spoiler! They saw it. They just didn't care. The passive-aggressive enforcer. These heroes don't confront the overstepper directly. Oh no, that would be too easy. Instead, they wield the mightiest weapon of all, the loud sigh. It's a theatrical display, followed by muttered phrases like, "Wow, must be nice to have your time be more valuable than ours." They are both warrior and poet. The Space Invader. This person has never heard of personal space. They stand so close to you you can feel their breath on your neck and smell the tuna sandwich they had for lunch. If you shift forward, so do they. Like a clingy ex who just won't let go. Eventually, you start questioning whether you accidentally joined a conga line. The multitasker. This person is doing everything but standing in line properly. They're texting, they're checking emails, maybe even filing their taxes. When it's finally their turn, they're so distracted they don't notice the cashier calling them. Everyone else in line exchanges looks that say, "This is why humanity can't have nice things." The psychology of waiting. Let's talk about what's really happening in your brain while you wait. 1. Denial. This line isn't that bad. It's moving. I'll be out of here in no time. 2. Anger. Why is that guy ordering 14 drinks? Who needs that much caffeine? 3. Bargaining. Maybe if I switch to another line it'll move faster. Yeah, let's try that. 4. Despair. I've been here forever. My entire life has been this line. I'm gonna die here. 5. Acceptance. This is my fate. I am one with the line. The line is me. Waiting isn't just standing. It's a philosophical journey. You start questioning everything. Why am I here? Who am I? What is time? Meanwhile, the therapy dog in front of you is looking at you with its big adorable eyes, and you start to resent it for its obviously simpler existence. How to survive the wait without losing your mind. If you can't escape the wait, you might as well own it. Here are some pro tips. 1. Embrace the drama. Pretend you're a contestant on Survivor, looking around like the stakes are life or death. Whisper to yourself, "The tribe has spoken," when someone gives up and leaves the line. 2. Invent backstories. Turn your fellow line dwellers into characters. That guy in the suit? Obviously an undercover spy. The woman with the reusable cup? Secretly a vigilante saving the planet, one latte at a time. 3. Judge silently. Someone orders a plain bagel with no cream cheese? Bold choice. Another gets a frappuccino with extra whipped cream at 8 a.m.? A true agent of chaos. Guilty. 4. Live stream your suffering. Nothing says I'm relatable like a 15-second Instagram story about how the line is ruining your life. Bonus points if you include dramatic background music like My Heart Will Go On. The sweet taste of victory. Finally, after what feels like 87 years, it's your turn. The cashier looks at you expectantly. You've dreamed of this moment. You step forward, ready to claim your prize, and immediately forget what you wanted. You panic, stammering, just water. No, wait, I'll have, behind you. The line collectively sighs. Somewhere, the passive-aggressive enforcer smirks. The cycle begins again. Waiting your turn isn't just a necessity. It's a comedy, a test of patience, and occasionally, a revenge fantasy. So next time you find yourself stuck in a line, remember, you're not just waiting, you're participating in the grand, absurd theater of humanity. And if all else fails, just bring snacks.